What are my favorite console commands? Hello everyone, this is Richard. Welcome to Starfield Essentials. Today we will look at the console commands I use in my gameplay and testing. Are they TGM to toggle God mode and PSB, the player spellbook, to acquire and max out all Starborn powers? Not really. They make for a fun video intro, but I never use them. Console commands are only available on PC versions of Starfield. They are not natively available on, well, consoles, like the Xbox. While there are technically some ways to share saves between PC and console versions, this video doesn't talk about them. I personally keep my Xbox game completely separate from my PC game. Some people think using console commands is cheating. As a single-player game, I think people are free to play however they want. As someone who works in tech, I like being able to get under the hood of Starfield. There are mods that make using the console easier, and mods that duplicate certain console command features, but I'm not using them today. Using the console commands in this video will cause Starfield to mark your save as modded, and will disable achievements, unless you use an achievement enabler mod. See this video for more on modded saves and mitigations. To open the console, use the tilde command, usually found on the keyboard below the escape key. Try the TFC command, which stands for Toggle Free Fly Camera. This keeps the character in the same place, but lets you zoom around the currently loaded environment. To exit this setting, type TFC again in the console. I enjoy seeing locations this way, and it helps me appreciate the work that went into the game. TCL is similar to TFC, except now the character can move freely on the map. TCL toggles collisions off or on. I don't recommend using this, but sometimes people use TCL to get past bugged doors or other obstacles. Be sure you are not selecting anything when you enter this command. I've sometimes found myself stuck in this mode. If you just want to look around, I recommend using TFC instead. Use the help command with this syntax. Help with a string to search, followed by one of 4 filters, and a form type if the 4th filter is used. For example, it looks something like this. Help with a string, filters of 1 for functions, 2 for settings, 3 for globals, 4 for other, and finally a form type if you're using filter 4. Say I want to bring Benjamin Bayu here and use him for console command testing. If we type help Benjamin for ACHR, we are looking for help output on a string named Benjamin from the for or other filter with the ACHR form type. This output enables our next command, PRID, or pick ref by ID. You can use this command to access an object anywhere in the game. It's useful when you want to bring an NPC to you. You can't see Benjamin Bayu yet, but we know his reference ID from the help command. Here I tell the game I want to affect the specified reference ID and then move it to my player. Now I want to check Benjamin's inventory and access his items. There are several ways to do this, but I'll show the simplest. I click on the NPC and type INV. I can use the drop command to force the NPC to drop an item I want. Let's get him to drop his penthouse key. Now let's see if this NPC is essential. Essential means they cannot be eliminated. Click on the NPC and type the command IsEssential. We see the result of 1, which means Benjamin cannot be killed in-game. We can change that with the SetEssential command. We need Benjamin Bayu's base ID to do this. The base ID is different from the reference ID we see when clicking on him. We can get his base ID with this help command. Help Benjamin for NPC _. I can then change his status to not being essential by using another SetEssential command. This is strictly for fun and not for serious gameplay. You will break the game using commands like this. Let's test if Benjamin Bayu is immortal anymore. I guess not. Constellation didn't like that. We can deal with them shortly. Let's bring Benjamin back to life with the resurrect command. How about now we talk to our Constellation buddies who are upset with us? There are 2 variables that control their behavior. The first is anger level, and the second is affinity level. We will find a Constellation member and see how they feel about us. We check anger level and affinity level with the getAV or getActorValue commands. For anger, 0 means no anger, 1 is reluctant, and 2 is refusal. For affinity, 0 means neutral, 1 is friendship, 2 is affection, and 3 is commitment. Let's make this NPC no longer be angry with us. I'll use a setav com_angerlevel command here. Let's also make the NPC affectionate, but not committed. I'll use a setav com_affinitylevel command. Note that if you set affinity level to 3 and make a NPC committed, you essentially fulfill their commitment quest and cannot have that adventure. Let's talk about gaining access to an inaccessible or even broken ship. To just get inside an inaccessible ship, use the unlock command. You have to be clicking on the door and see the door as listed. What if you're inside a ship and you have the necessary pilot skill, but you're not authorized to pilot the ship for gameplay reasons? Here I am on Betty Hauser's ship, the Lucky Lou. I'm not authorized to pilot this ship. Characters are supposed to abandon it. First, I find the pilot seat in the console by looking for the entry with the FURN value. I click on it and then enter CallFunction, quotation mark, block activation, quotation mark, false, false. I sit in the seat, then go into third-person view. I enter the console and select the newly acquired ship. I look for a generic base form or GBFM value. Then I enter TrySetPlayerHomeSpaceship with that value. Now I have a previously broken, inaccessible ship in my inventory. Since we're talking about stealing, it's probably worth mentioning the command to add credits. It's simply player.additem, the letter F, and then the amount of credits you want. Here I've added 1 million credits. In other videos I've shown adding this command with the leading zeros, but you don't need it. Thank you to those who have pointed that out in comments. The last command I'll mention here is passtime. This command tells the game to advance the designated number of hours into the future, like sleeping might. I use this command if I want to try resetting an environment, similar to sleeping for 24 hours on Venus. There's a lot more to say about console commands. I use them quite a bit in my characters as code video, as well as others. So please check out the videos linked in the description if you want to learn more about modifying your character. If you want me to address those in a different way in a new video, please leave me a comment here. What are your favorite console commands? I want to thank everyone who has left a comment on previous videos with their ideas. If you like this content, please feel free to like and subscribe. Also, ring that bell so Sarah knows you want to get notifications. I've heard a rumor that Sarah is interested in this channel, so don't be surprised if we hear from her in the future. I will see you in the Starfield.